John Eats Cheap with another family favorite, grilled shish kebab. Got a nice big, look at that, got this on sale, fairway, nice, big sirloin steak, not much fat at all. That's what we prefer to have on our shish kebab. And you add your mushrooms, got some baby bellas, a little potato, some red onion, green pepper. I'm making the sauce to marinate it in. Let's get started with some grilled shish kebabs the John Eats Cheap way. I do it a little bit different. All right, you see I got my peppers done, my onions, got my mushrooms ready, brushed off all the dirt. I got the potatoes chunked up. I'm just parboiling those for about 5 minutes, just because potatoes take a lot longer to cook than everything else. Now into that nice big sirloin. This is just a top of Iowa sirloin. Cut them about 1 inch apart. Yeah, that just doesn't have much fat at all. I just really like sirloin for kebabs. And now the other way. And there you go, look at that. That'll go right on that skewer. We're gonna get this marinated up and on the grill for dinner. So we got all our veggies and our meat ready. Potatoes are parboiled. Now the reason you parboil them just to cook them a little, you don't want to overcook them or they'll break when you put them on the skewer. So that you want to be careful of that. And when I was growing up, my mom and dad always made them with the big canned potatoes, which I love. Those are good. But we had one baked potato left, or baking potato left, so I used that. I melted the stick of butter, and now I got just as zesty Italian. I got this at Aldi, I think. Tuscan Garden, zesty Italian dressing. You shake that up, but that's got all the, you know, garlic and vinegar, and it's just Italian dressing. That's going to be most of our marinade. I should just go ahead and put the whole thing in. Well, but the mixture of the dressing and the butter, when you grill this stuff, the aroma and the flavor that comes out of those things together when it drips onto the fire, oh, really good. Just gonna mix it up. We're gonna bag up our meat in one bag and our veggies in another. Maybe I'll do the meat and potatoes in one bag and then the other veggies. I'll see how much room I have. And you know what? I am just gonna go ahead and finish this off here, because we'll baste it when we cook too. By the way, this meal does take a little preparation. It's you know, kind of early in the morning because you want this to marinate overnight or all day long. We're gonna have it for dinner tonight, so yeah, that's the deal there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mushrooms in with the meat. These will marinate together, and then the other veggies will go in their own bag. So we'll get the onion. This is red onion, makes it a little more colorful. See, we got the red, we got the green, we got the brown, you get the meat, the mushrooms. This is the tricky part, but as you can see, they kind of hold up nicely. Now if I can just pour without spilling. Thank you, Mrs. Cheap. And the great thing about this is that with that butter in there, it solidifies up a little bit when it gets cold. And then it really, really sticks to the meat and the veggies. So there we go. It's in there. And we just try and get as much air out as possible. And then into the fridge it'll go. Just kind of, you know, mix it up a little bit, get it all coated. And when this is in the fridge, you'll flip it over every couple hours. About any time, you know, go to get a soda or get a water, get something out of the fridge, go ahead and flip those and mix them up a little bit. So there we are. Steak and mushrooms, veggies. Now, this is the way I do it a little different. Most people, it's a skewer and they do like a piece of meat, some onion, some green peppers, some mushrooms, some potato, and alternate it like that. You know what? Some people don't like mushrooms or peppers or onions. Cheap Junior doesn't like peppers and onions, so it's a hassle that way. So I just do them all on one. So we're going to start off with the potatoes. skewer up the potatoes, and this skewer will just be all potatoes, right? That way when we're done, all the potatoes are on one skewer. Plus, these need to cook a little bit longer. So let's get them on here. And normally I would have a bigger skewer, but I only have small ones. I hope that's enough because, oh, nope, I got one more potato. Oh, heavens, what will we do? I don't know.
Did you say, oh, heavens?
I did. You know what? I think we're going to make it. Look at that. Right on the end there. There we go.
He's trying to keep it PG.
All right, let's do our onions. Onions will all go on one, and those will easily fit on one because these are pretty thin. Boy, I really like the way that the butter helps the marinade stick a lot better. The Italian dressing and the marinade. And we'll just try and keep a little bit of space between these. And we will brush the marinade on top of them while they're cooking. But I just think this is a better way to do it instead of putting them all. Oh, I found one more potato. Dang! That's all right. We'll just throw it on with the meat. It'll be fine. So look at that. Potatoes, onions. Let's get some peppers. Same thing. All go on one. And it's just so much easier to regulate because the potatoes will take longer. The meat will take a little longer. The mushrooms will probably be about the same as the meat. The peppers and the onions will be about the same. So then you can stagger your cooking, right? We'll probably have to do another pepper one here.
They reheat great.
Oh boy, this really reheats great. Okay. There's that. Let's get some beef. Load these babies up. Oh, that beef, I can tell just sticking the skewer in, that is really tender. That Italian dressing, wow. That is really tender. I know, Dewey. Dewey's like, give me some. I just hope I have enough skewers now, you know? More beef. As I said, we'll brush these with the marinade as they're cooking. That adds a lot of flavor. We'll get them stacked on here. There we go, grill's heating up. We're all ready for mushroom steak, veggies, potatoes, shish kebab. All right, we're banging. Grill is hot. We're gonna put our potatoes on first. I'm gonna have to put one of those on to, doggone it. I had too much on there, so we're gonna have to put it on this one because there's another potato in there, right? There you go. Okay, the potatoes going on first. I'm gonna put those right over here. We're gonna need to let those cook just for a little bit, just on their own. The others can wait. Hey, looks like it's flipping time, right? We're almost there. Look at that. These look pretty good. You just keep basting them with the juice. Anything done, you go ahead and put it on the top shelf up there. So the great thing is these are small, they cook quick. Look at that, I think about everything's ready. And there you go. Ready for shish kebab. Serve it up. So the deal with shish kebab, you need a little bit of each, right? So I got, there we go, I got a piece of steak, a piece of mushroom, a piece of tater, a piece of onion, and a piece of pepper. I got onion, pepper. Ooh. Pepper is tough. Tater, mushroom, steak. That is a big bite. Oh, look at that. That steak is like medium, medium rare. Perfect. That's a whole bite. It's going to take me a while, so be patient.
I know, I'm waiting to eat. Come on. Don't choke.
That's all perfectly done. Oh, I'm not choking. Just perfectly done. Too big a bite though. Cut all that in half. I love that flavor. Italian dressing, the butter. Steak is really tender. And the smoke from the marinade and the butter that it creates, great. And look, somebody can just say, I want meat, I want mushrooms, I want onions, potatoes, and peppers. Get out of there. Shish kebab, John Eats Cheap style. Oh, we got rolls in the oven too. Fresh rolls, just need to add a little butter. Thanks for watching John Eats Cheap. Subscribe, follow us on Facebook, YouTube. Appreciate it. Instagram too.